Let's begin. Today's July 13th, 2024, and we're solving the Daily Turing Machine Puzzle. Today's puzzle uses 6 criteria cards and its 6 verification cards. Let's go to turingmachine.info for the details. So in today's puzzle, we're using the following 6 criteria cards. Criteria card 3, 7, 9, 16, 21, and 22. And the puzzle uses the green verification cards. The code above is your way to get more information on today's puzzle by searching the code on turingmachine.info. Let's go solve. So in the grid above, we've got our 6 criteria cards. On the top row, we've got criteria card A, criteria card B, and criteria card C. And on the bottom row, we've got criteria card D, criteria card E, and finally criteria card F. Criteria card A looks at the middle digit, the square digit, and we'll be comparing that to the number 3. So should the square value be less than 3? Should it be equal to 3? Or should it be greater than 3? Criteria card B looks at our last digit, our circle digit, and the Turing Machine will let us know whether its value should be an even digit or an odd digit. Criteria card C will look at the 3-digit solution and will let us know whether, the number of 3s that are in the solution. Should there be no 3s? Should there be a single 3? Perhaps 2? Maybe even all 3 are 3. Criteria card D again looks at our 3-digit solution and will let us know a little bit about the ratio of even to odds. So should there be more even than odds, or should there be less even than odds? Criteria card D again looks at our 3-digit solution and will let us know something about its structure, specifically if there's a pair or not. So of course there could be a pair, as in the example 131, or there could be no pair. And in that situation there are 2 possibilities. Either all digits are different, as in the example 134, or all digits are the same, as in the example 222. And finally, criteria card F will let us know a little bit about the ordering of our solution from triangle, square to circle, and will let us know whether the progression of the digits are in an ascending order, meaning that they're increasing, as in the example 135, or they could be descending or decreasing, as in the example 421, or it could be that they have no order, as in the example 231. Notice that for this no order scenario, you see that it goes from 2 to 3, so it increases, but then it decreases. It goes from 3 to 1. It's that shift from increasing to decreasing, or even decreasing to increasing. That shift is what is one way that you can define the 3-digit solution having no order. And remember, the objective of the puzzle is to find that one unique 3-digit code that abides by all of the 6 criteria cards. So let's begin with our initial proposal of 314. And the first thing I want to find out is, I want to find out whether that last digit, the circle digit, is an even or an odd digit. So let's go ahead and test criteria card B. Okay, so the Turing Machine does not approve of what I have in for circle. Notice that I did choose an even 4. The Turing Machine says it does not approve of that. So basically what it's telling me is that our circle digit actually has an odd value. So let's go ahead and type that up in section B. Circle is an odd digit. And since it's odd, we can cross out both evens, the 2 and the 4. Okay, so the next thing I want to find out is the ratio of even to odds. So let's go ahead and test criteria card D. Okay, so again, it does not approve of what I have. I did choose 314. Notice that I do have 2 odds to a single even. The Turing Machine does not approve of that. So that means that there are, in fact, more even than odds. So let me go ahead and type that up in section D, that even should be greater than odd. So what that means is that we actually have two possibilities. Either we do have two evens to a single odd, or potentially we could have all three even. Well, actually, now that I look back, I notice that circle is, in fact, odd. So that means that, yes, we do have two evens, and they are actually triangle and square. So that means that I can actually cross out all of the odds in triangle and square, since we do indeed have two evens. Well, that really worked out well. Okay, and now I think if I test criteria card E and determine if there are pairs or no pairs, obviously we can't have a triple digit because we do have a single odd to two evens, but now we'll know whether we have a pair of evens or they're distinct. So yeah, let's go ahead and test criteria card E. Okay, so if you look at the proposal, I have 3, 1, 4. They're actually all different. So that means that, in fact, I don't have a pair, and so I'll just type up that there are no pairs in section E in our notes. So we have no pairs. And so what that means is that the solution is 2, a 4, and an odd. Now I don't mean 2 and 4 in that order, I don't know. I just know that the digits 2, 4, and an odd are going to be in our solution. Okay, so that does it for this round. Notice that we did complete our 3 Turing tests. So now we're going into the phase where we'll discuss how to construct a good second round proposal. So the first thing that I notice is that one thing, if I look at the criteria cards, I don't see anything having to do with triangle specifically, unlike criteria card A and B that do refer to square and circle specifically. There's nothing about triangle. So obviously square, now that we know it's an even, well, we know it's either going to be less than 3 or greater than 3, and then that's going to force triangle to be the other even digit. So that's very helpful. And then the ordering is probably what's going to, well, that and is there a 3 or not, is going to help us. I think more so these two cards, criteria card C and F, will help us to basically figure out what circle is, which odd circle should be. So from that standpoint, it really doesn't matter what I choose for triangle and square. Well, let's consider the ordering and how that is going to affect us. So it could be increasing 2, 4, 5, or it could even be decreasing 4, 2, 1. And then there's a lot of mixture of 2s and 4s with the other digits to get us no order. So the fact that we also have a 3 criteria card that'll let us know whether there's a 3, well, it's either going to be there or it's not. So that would be interesting. I'm kind of leaning towards there won't be a 3, because if there's a 3, then we really don't care about ordering at all, right? It's either there or it's not, or it's there, and then 2 and 4 in whatever order for triangle and square. So I'm leaning towards that there isn't going to be a 3, and then it's of course having something to do with the ordering of the evens for triangle and square. So we could say something like 2, 4, 1 or 4, 2, 5. And so I'm thinking Does it really matter? I think I'm gonna try. Let's go with 425. Okay, so we do need to test criteria card A to figure out what square is so that we can figure out what triangle is. So let's go ahead and do criteria card A. Okay, so it did not like my 2, and of course we know we can deduce that it's not equal to 3, it's not less than 3, so we'll deduce that, yeah, square should be greater than 3 for criteria card A. So actually, let me do this. Deduce. Yeah, actually, I do wonder, is it really a deduction now that we know it's even and it's not that? I don't know. That may be just semantics. All right, so we do know that it's going to be greater than 3, which means that, yes, square is 4. So let's go ahead and cross out the 2. Oh, that's interesting. I don't know what I typed. I think I may have typed a period instead of the slash. Okay, and so it is 4, and of course then that means that triangle cannot be 4 since there are no pairs. And so far we have the solution of 2, 4, and again, I'm sort of leaning, well, let's see. We do have the possibility that it's increasing, but if it's increasing, I'm wondering, well, do we really need the 3 card? So I'm really leaning towards now 2, 4, 1, though it could be 2, 4, 3, and it'd still be it would still be no order. So yeah, I guess let me go ahead and test criteria card. Well, let's see. If it is no order, could we deduce whether it's 1 or 3? I don't know. I'm thinking I just may have to test all of them. So let me go ahead and test criteria card C. Okay, so if you do notice, it does not have a, my proposal does not have a 3, and the Turing Machine approves of that. So that means that no, there are no 3s. So let me go ahead and type that up in section C. So there are no 3 digits. No 3 digit. Okay, so let's then go ahead and cross out the 3. And again, we're sort of left with, is it increasing or no order? I'm really leaning towards deducing that it's 1, but I'm just going to have to test it and confirm that there's no order for criteria card F. Okay, yes. So yeah, 425 has no order. It does go down to 2 and then back up. So that's one way to define no order. And so yeah, let me type up no order. And of course then that would mean that no, it's not a 5. So that means that our solution is indeed 2, 4, 1. Okay, and so let's just quickly run through it as a review. Yes, the square digit, the middle digit is greater than 3. The last digit is an odd. There are no 3s, that's right. There are more evens than odd. No pairs, are all distinct. And no order. Yep, looks good. So let's go ahead and confirm that with on turingmachine.info, and that we have 2, 4, 1 as a solution. Okay, yeah, fantastic. But of course, the major test is how do we do versus the Turing machine. So let's see, how do we do this? We did BDE in the first round, and then we did the other 3 criteria cards in the second round. And we missed the first 2 in the first round. So BDE. So B was incorrect, D was incorrect, E was correct, and then A was the only incorrect in the second round. Both C and F were correct. I'm thinking we probably tied. Yeah. So we both answered it with 6 questions in 2 rounds. And so, not bad. I think we did have some good intuitions. Well, what do you think? How did you solve it? Did you choose a different order of cards? Please do add any thoughts to the comments. If you like the video, please do give it a thumbs up so that more people can find this channel. And if you don't want to miss out on any future videos, please do hit subscribe to be notified. All right. Well, until next time, have a great one.